Okay, so the blue is Vitek, so this is the grounds. Vitek ground is blue. Then we got the other one is now that is the chassis. Oh, that one sounds nice. Little 51 Merc back there. Okay, little custom. So red is the starter body. And no, green chassis, green body.
Did you call me?
Okay. Again, weird readings in the Vitek there. But we have a good power getting to it. We also had codes for all 4 fuel injectors. Let's switch the scale down to 2 volts here. Let's see what happens when we crank this sucker. And look for a little drop on our ground side.
Looks like a big, massive chip.
Oh. Why isn't this weird? Hang on. What's going on here? Did my main ground come off? Still hooked up there. Still hooked up there. Let's just see what's happening. Put that back up to 20 volts. Why the heck am I showing basically negative 2 volts? Well, let's turn the charger off. See if that's a factor. Probably is. Well, that's messed up. Let's invert this. Okay, I'm not liking my pins here because they're not making sense to me. I have to have something hooked up wrong.
Can I take the Toyota for a set?
I gotta be backtracking here.
Oh,
Okay.
you're good.
Double check my work. Our ground. 1, 2, 3, 4 positives. Grass still hooked up here. Still hooked up over there. I should just be reading grounds everywhere. I should be flatline right now. Oh. Okay. Yep. Let's power programs, baby. Double check the equipment by using other equipment. Sorry, I'll tell. Do 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 do. Thinking, don't tangle on me. And get no. You. Good ground. Let's go 4 there. Six. Keep going, yep. Good ground. That's right, because it's 6 volt, 12 all the way through. 12-4 there. 12-4 there. Okay, we're more worried about the ground side because where it did. Where it did our voltage drops earlier with the lab scope, and that was all good. Now we're just getting weird signals on the lab scope. So I may have something hooked up weird. I don't know. Anything's possible. We're human. Goes down underneath. ground there. Good ground there. Okay. So, why don't we have the same readings on our lab scope? So yellow and black. Will that come off here? Nope. So look here. Oh, maybe I just had a bad ground there. That's the only other thing I touched. Oh, and the other post. This is what it's supposed to look like. All even. Almost the same scale here. Again, supposed to be ground signal. We're not looking for low voltage. So, setup. Traces. Don't get inverted. Back. Just 2. Let's see. Just 4. Big and 5 volt as well. So what's blue? Blue's already right off the scale. Let's set up. Traces. 3. Yeah, so we got battery voltage on trace number 3, which is the blue one. Let's go ahead and just crank this thing and see what happens. Yeah, really weird. So you know, on the red one I have half a volt. Well, I guess the wire that I'm on, the blue one is the 5 tech, which it is. But I'm just not in the ground circuit there. I must be in spark control circuit. I really wish they had a wiring diagram. Ugh. Yeah, there I am on the right wire, and I found my issue. Okay. Clearly I gotta do more work here. Again, let's save this file. Save all frames. Yeah, you don't got. You guys don't need to see me save that. Just take my word for it. Okay. Flytech only has the one power coming to it, and I'm assuming that because it has no negative cable going back to the battery, it's going to be going right through the body here. In case it's done badly inside, I'm trying to get into the TPS ground side here. I think that's going to be the easiest to access. It's like a gray, a blue, and a black. I'm going to assume at the moment. And of course the black is the hardest one to get into. Come on. Come on. Let's go, baby. Nope. Okay. Can't get into this. I might have to go into the ground for the oxygen sensor. Which would be here. These are not the original connections on here. Oh, for idle air control motor. That looks like it's a nice easy spot to get onto for ground. Okay. Red top. Okay, got 4 wires. Red, black is the second one. That. Let's go back into the voltage side over here. But I'm going to do it up over here as well. Back motor should be on a 12 volt source. Let's see if they're actually in 12 volts right there. So I got one on the positive side, one on the ground side. Don't trust the connections, just in case I'm getting some false information there, or because again, whoever put this in did their own wiring, and that's not the factory Phytech wiring back there. So, not saying they did it wrong or bad or anything, just something to be aware of. Let's see what we got. Saving data from before. Okay. That's interference from this. There we go. Turn that off. So what do we have here? We got the blue's top, so that's red, so blue's for positive. Theoretically. Oh, but it's only going to ramp it up and down based on the sensor. So, not a great, the ground control side. Let's start it up and see, or crank it here and see what happens here. Yeah. Okay, let's try something else. Different spot. Back to the drawing board. Okay, what do we got? What do we have? Okay. Hooked up the ground here, hooked up to the power supply over there on the back side of the connector, between the connector and the Phytech. And let's see what we get for voltage now. So I got with our power. Well, that's like a fuel pump. So I'm okay with that because the fuel pump is after the Phytech. Phytech is sending that power out. If that voltage is not dropping off, then that means it's going through the Phytech and back out again. So try cranking, see what happens. Big fat on nada. Okay. Green scale. Looks like it's still a good ground there. And good voltage there. Let's zoom that. Why I like to use the live scope over anything else is because you can actually look back. You can't do this with a digital voltmeter. It doesn't capture the whole thing. So there's cranking. There's key on, cranking, and key off. Hops up a little bit during cranking. supply voltage right now is 11.78. So yeah, and that's from the FiTech to the fuel pump. So the FiTech itself is seeing the voltage, but let's see what happens on the handheld. One thing you gotta do is, come on, wake up. The dashboard. Where's my target? Fuel pump. I'm not worried about that. Where? There's my battery. Right now it's in at 12.4. Seconds 10, 5, 7, 8, 10. $, please. And it says 10.4 on the dash. Between 8, 10, 7, 6, 8. And no point in time did I ever have anything like that. Now that's assuming that I have a good connection at the TPS. What color was that? Green. Okay, well, without even moving that wire, let's check the voltage between there and another 5-volt reference ground. Yeah, okay. This is where DVOM comes in handy. Now I can just switch the settings on the scan tool. But I find, or not scan tool, but lab scope, you know what I mean. But I find quite often it lags. I'll take a few moments for it to figure out what the hell's going on before I'll start sharing information with you when it comes to digital voltmeter type of readings. Okay, it's a green. And who am I hooked up to? The chassis here, that was the red one. So, that's the block. So what I need to see here, between these 2 points, it's good ground, which I do. So I'm on the right wire, so I don't have a ground issue. So unless I have an issue further up in that wire between that connection there and the actual where it goes in, let's do that. Let's open up the sheathing, see what we have. Okay, that just showed me I was on the right wire. I did have contact, and I did not have people dropping the ground side. So, following the wires. Give you guys some light. You can almost see a red through here. This is where it gets difficult with show cars. La 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 la. How's that strap along there? Two wires there, where do those go? Okay, well, yellow and black. That black wire does not look great. It's moving funny. Doesn't mean it's bad. Everything's all bundled up. Okay, so that side goes over here, this side. Back through the bundle. Okay, I gotta snip some wires. What do we have? What do you have? Look at ones I want. No. Okay, what do I got? Okay. And while I dig here, start opening up some of this stuff carefully. Double checking wired schematics. I'm going to save my battery and charge it back up. Okay. Okay, back to doing our due diligence. What I've done here is can't get some straight answers out of 5-Tech, so we'll learn here together. What I'm curious about is that, like on the sniper system, when you do a key on ignition source, they're just looking for a signal to wake everything up, and then it runs everything else separately from that. I'm wondering here if they're actually using it to run the module, and that the power from the battery is passing through and going to rather heavier duty things, such as the fuel pump. And so, and the fuel injectors and stuff like that. I'm wondering if the key on source is actually what we're looking for, a battery sense here. So right now, I've printed out the schematics. I'm now into the white wire. The schematics don't match because, again, another shop has rewired this vehicle. And so what was a 4-pin connector there, and 2-pin connectors now, all 1 6-pin connector on this. Looks good. Don't get me wrong, I like it. But let's see what we have here now on, what color did I say that was? It's going to be on our blue. Let's make sure our blue is set up correctly. We're on a 14-volt scale there. Let's see what happens when we crank. Nothing, nada. Okay, that's not right. Because that's awake. That has its own power source. That's right. So, you turn the key off. I don't think that goes to sleep. We found that before, a source of a battery drain. It'll go to sleep that way. We don't have any communication anymore, but the screen stays lit. So you kind of have that permanently mounted to the battery, also drain the vehicle. I mean, you might be able to hook up to a relay if you want to have a permanent display, but just treat that like a scan tool, like you would for any other thing. Don't trust it. Battery voltage, is it dropping to 10? Oh, look at that. Finally, it ran. Said it had good voltage though. Didn't drop down. I did wiggle some wires there. Do we find our issue out there? Because before that would drop all the way down to 6. Interesting. Yeah. I know I'm dying. Okay. Where to go from here? Well, it's only kind of good because I haven't fixed anything yet.
Oh.
The only thing I just did was with this connector here, plugged into the key on switch thing, and now my voltage on my handheld is reading okay. I've also cut a couple of the wired connectors here and wiggled these wires around, so I'm wondering if it's
Just a subset connector.
well, either a connector or some of the wiring in here. So I'm going to open it up and give it a little tug test, see if I find any weak spots.
See if there's anything that changes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Well,
Good stuff.
we'll see. I'm not out of the woods yet. I wonder. Wish I could be in two places at once. Can I get into the backside of that? Well, key on. I should have. So white wire coming up over here. Can I pull this back at all? Can't access the loom to actually splice into the loom in case my issue's further up. Oh, doing a hiding spot. Okay. Anyways, might be onto something here.